So as I was saying, we could keep as is, and we've been getting lucky where we only have 3 teens, and we have 3 seats in the back. But and actually, last week we had 5 that needed a ride back home, but fortunately one of the parents' moms could give 2 of the other kids a ride home, so we only had 3 again to bring home. But if that mom wasn't around, then we had 5, make 2 trips. But what we can do is just try to get there a little earlier, like significantly earlier, and then one of us could stay at the church and the other one can go get the first group, bring them back, and then if there's more than 3, the next group, bring them back. That way we don't got to change the day because everyone's used to Wednesdays. And then Dean and Lisa don't have to change their children's ministry day. Everyone keep the days. They can use the van when they need it. Everything will stay as is, except we won't be so crunched for time. That is another possible option, doing that. Might be more stressful on our part, but at least everyone will be, satisfied and be able to get to where they got to go.
Yeah, I think those are some good points, because the one thing that came up was that we could switch one of the nights that we had, either youth group or the children's ministry, but during the Wednesday nights there's a Bible study for the adults. So the one thing would be, if we switched the night, it would solve the van issue, because we could use the van on our night and then the children's ministry could have the van on their night. But if we do switch the nights, the one problem that would come up is that if parents bring a teen and a child and they come to Bible study, are they going to want to drive out one night to bring their teen and then the next night to come for children's ministry and Bible study? Because some people live like as far as Medina, and that's kind of a drive.
I think you should definitely keep the same night. Now, when you guys do all the driving around on Wednesdays to get your kids, that's your gas that you're using for that? Now, how does the church go about that with the van? Do they have like a credit card? Just
whatever they put into it, they give the receipt to the secretary and they compensate.
And they compensate? Could that, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, could they do that with you guys? So then at least, even though you don't have the space, you're still not using your gas.
Possible. We're not too worried about it because we write it off for taxes. We keep track of the mileage. And then we can use that as a tax deduction. But that is also...
Yeah, that is a good
point. I mean, it's not cheap these days, so then at least you would be getting compensated for it.
At least for the time being, that sounds like it would be a good option, I guess, as long as you don't mind driving.
Yeah, I guess what you brought up about leaving earlier to get the kids and then dropping one of us off, so that we don't run into the situation of getting here 10 minutes after youth group is supposed to start, just because we have to make 2 trips to get kids from all over Batavia. So I think that is a good point. The one drawback about us driving the car, though, is that we don't have insurance covered by the church. But I'm not sure if that is a situation that is that important. That'd be something to
look forward or look into also, because I don't know any kind of rules with that.
Because if we got in an accident and hurt one of the teens, one of the parents are really mean, they could sue us for everything we have.
And see, you don't want that.
No.
Kind of a sticky situation.
Is there any people that live around, that come to the Bible study, that live around some of the other kids, that they could just pick them up on the way, that are trusted individuals?
Well, we did have that with one of the moms. She drives her son from Leroy and she picks up 2 of the boys sometimes from Batavia. And they're already friends, so it's not like they're probably going to sue each other if they get in an accident or anything like that. So some people have been helping with driving kids, which helps us with our car, because then we don't have to worry about making as many trips.
Yeah, if there's some trusted individuals in the church that have been, that they can be trusted, then you could see if they live around the same area as some of the ones that live farther away. That's always another option to save you on time.
Yeah, that is a good point. So I think what we're coming to the conclusion of is that the best thing to do would be to keep the car the way that it is now, leave a little bit earlier if we have to, and we'll get here on time because we're leaving earlier, even if we do have to make a couple trips. And when possible, we can see if there's certain parents that might drive other people's kids if the parents can't come. Because I know that there's a couple girls that they can't come because people are at the casino every week. They can't. Their parents won't drive them, so people like that, we can get them or ask other people to help us and keep it at that for right now. Is that what we're coming to?
I feel like
I
that would be
agree.
the best option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.